Why is your chick going out without you?
It's like a girl's night.
Understood. So if a girl's night happens and my chick were to go out, she would message me 10, 15 times throughout the night. I'd pick her up. She'd be home. So the fact that your chick went out for a night out and vanished for the night is already a massive warning sign.
Yeah.
10, 15 is a lot, but let's keep listening.
If she ever does that once without being told, then you should be able to say to her, look, I'm uncomfortable you going on nights out and staying somewhere without telling me. I want to know where you are from now on. Why? You're insecure. I'm not insecure. I'm a man. If anything ever happened to you, you'd call me. I like to know where you are. You should tell me. If she goes, fuck you, I won't ever tell you where I am. Do you have control of that relationship? No. Responsibility and authority are linked. The reason the captain of the ship goes down with the ship is because he has responsibility for the ship. If he says, man the sails, people man the sails. If he says, man the sails, and everyone ignores him, how can he be held responsible? If you want me to protect you, if you want me to have responsibility for you, if you want to come to me with all of your problems, then I need authority over you. How can I allow myself to fix all your problems when I have no authority to prevent problems in the first place? That's the first thing.
Content like this is exactly why Andrew Tate was canceled, but a faithful and a compromising woman will understand exactly what he's saying. However, feminists will call this anti-woman, they'll call this misogynistic, they'll call this narcissistic, one of their favorite words to use, if not abusive. And I find it so funny is because they want protection and security from a masculine man while calling our masculinity toxic. It is inherently more dangerous to try to protect things that you do not control. Let's say you run up on a domestic situation. You are not in control, but we've all seen videos of dudes that have white knight themselves into an early grave due to the emotional stress of trauma of said people. I mean, think about it. That's why I caution men so much regarding participating in domestic violence situations. You are not in control and you don't know what happened, and you're putting yourself in grave bodily harm by choosing to step in. Western society today has normalized the uneven exchange between the sexes. Modern women want modern men to be traditional and provide protection and security. However, they cherry pick the components of masculinity that they'll benefit from. So provisioning in monetary terms gets a thumbs up, but requesting that she contact you while she's on her girl's night out gets deemed as controlling. If you don't have control of the crew, then how is it your responsibility if the ship goes down?
It's okay to be a man.
It's not okay. It's necessary. What the hell are we going to do without men? You look around the city here, you see all these buildings go up. These men, they're doing impossible things. They're under the streets, working on the sewers. They're up on the power lines in the storms and the rain. They're keeping this impossible infrastructure functioning. This thing that works in a miraculous manner. They work themselves to death.
Respect.
And often literally. And the gratitude for that is sorely lacking, especially among the people who should be most grateful, failing to understand entirely that there's a massive infrastructure of unbelievably hardworking, solidly laboring, working class men breaking themselves in half on a regular basis, making sure that everything that always breaks works. And so a little gratitude for that is in order.
Modern women often complain about the hierarchies in working environments, while modern men adopt to them accordingly. Up until the 9-to-5 corporate wave, which is really not all that old, working was not glamour and fancy suits, no air conditioning or fancy titles. It was hard work, toil, and seeding the land. Until this day, men that commit their lives to maintaining the infrastructure and essential parts of a society or civilization get no credit or no thanks. And in fact, the women greet them with disdain more often than not. Modern feminists today will propose these arguments of, well, men never let women do those things. Women never wanted to do these dirty jobs in the past, and they damn sure don't want to do these dirty jobs now. But somehow, our favorite neighborhood pathological lying feminists have spun the narrative that the world has become civilized because men have oppressed women to build civilizations. It's completely absurd.
Do you think men are important? Like for what? We'll take a break. Like for what?
You know, as a man, I'm not a utility to be used by women to make their lives easier.
You're single still, right?
Yeah.
How you like it?
It's amazing. And as you get older, too,
Yeah.
it's even better.
Yeah.
Because now you're even more set in your ways. And you're not putting up with any bullshit. You might have put up with it 10, 15, 20 years ago.
Yeah.
All right, not anymore. Like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah.
You
I'm
know,
so good.
You know, some chick, you want to go kayak? Nah, go yourself. Have fun. If you drown, I'll get in contact with your family. 20 years ago, I'd be, let me fucking tie one to the roof and go fucking kayak. Yeah, I'm good now. My testosterone's under 400. I'm not putting up with your bullshit anymore. I'm good. Go paint the garage yourself. I'll give you pussy if you go paint the garage. Nah, I'm good. I didn't even know we had a garage. I've been on the couch for the last 3 years.
Listen, I got a story to tell, actually. I was recently invited out to a friend of a friend's crib, right? And it was unbeknownst to me, at first at least, that I was in a room full of not only rabid feminists, but also pacified married men. The topic of gender roles came up, and I shit you not, one of the married women in the room said, women are smarter than men. And I stood back and I just watched. I was silent, right? Because I was looking at all the cackles and the laughing and the high-fiving of the women in the room and shit. Completely unchallenged or unabated from the happy wife, happy life, indoctrinated, tail between their legs, married men in the room. And in my mind, I'm thinking to myself, damn, feminists don't even understand how misandrist they actually are. So I finally decided to partake in the conversation and I ask a very simple question. If women are truly way more smarter than men, then why have they not built most of the world's technologies or most of the world's advancements in our society? Which I will admit is a logically inconsistent question to ask. The most logical question to ask them is, hey, have you seen the scientific studies regarding IQ regarding men and women? And you'll see that there's no statistical difference that the researchers found between both sexes. But I asked the question in that way because I wanted to throw just a little bit of fire in that bitch. And it just so happens it just wasn't a little bit of fire because I watched in the room as their worlds begin to burn in front of them, which concluded with one of the feminists yelling from the top of her lungs about how disrespectful that I am while wagging a finger in my face and then being escorted into another room to calm down. Modern day feminists think that affirming or supporting men based on truth is disrespecting or oppressing women. They don't want to fight for equality. They want to fight for their mouths to be heard and to have their echo chambers upgraded while diminishing the thoughts of anyone else who do not agree with them. This is the reality that both men and women of today's generations have grown up with. So much so that men are choosing to marry these man-hating misandrists, having to sit there and listen to that garbage and quell their inner manhood for a crack at love and consistent sex. Because I'll be goddamn if I risk the freedom in my singleness and my manhood to sacrifice that for what Disney lied to me about. Every day I walk by this homeless man. Mother, I'm coming home. Today I offered him food. He was so happy. Hold up, copyright. Yeah, that's copyrighted music. Okay. Felt bad and I decided to offer him the extra bed I had. One thing led to another. What? What? Wait, hold up. No. What? No. Let's watch this again. Every day I walk by this homeless guy. Today I offered him food and he was so happy. Yo, let me find out she's a hobosexual. Yo, what is happening here? Felt bad and decided to offer him an extra bed that I had. Yo, the look on his face, though. Yo, what the hell? What is happening here? Yo, and they got a dog, too. Yo, look at his face, yo. She saved them. And she bad too. They gonna call her pick me. Go ahead, you found your love. Yo, wait, hold up. Why 7 months later is he still wearing the same clothes? Change your clothes, my G. You're not homeless no more. Although this is not only heartwarming, this is absolutely hilarious. But how many women pick down and out guys because they see the guy as a project to fix, but inevitably end up being the young man's mother? There's a big difference between nurturing and inspiring a man versus babying a man. But yeah, they gonna call her pick me. Meanwhile, most of the women, look at his happy face. Most of the women in modern Western society today won't even respect a man making average U.S. salary. So I think the lesson here is that many women will often neglect their own happiness for fear of what society may say, or settling for less than what you deserve, when this lovely young lady has demonstrated that your happiness is within your own hands. Or with the homeless man down the street. Questions, comments, concerns, y'all already know what to do. Mediocre tutorials and reviews at gmail.com. Hopefully you guys enjoyed yourself today. If you guys agree with the things that I'm saying in this video or disagree, make sure you leave your comments down below so we can have a fruitful discussion. Make sure you timestamp your comments as well so I know which component of the video that you were speaking about. Until next time, YouTube, peace! Without further ado,
MTR, cut through the BS like we in charge. No capital rappers like steel bars. I'm packing and rapping like here we are. Mediocre tutorial reviews. Like, comment, share my views. Come up and I paid my dues. Big step in my black way shoes. MTR, he break it down, yeah, it's MTR. Check out the sound when it's MTR. No one put it down like it's MTR.